Let's sit down, everybody, and just want to have a little conversation here. Let's have a sun drop together. So I guess it's kind of been bugging me. You just hear stuff around, and so I just wanted to have a conversation about what this is all about back here. I think some people misunderstand what the objectives and goals are behind doing this. So I've been around racing since around 2003, 4, 5-ish. Started just a pit guy, working for somebody that had a race car, became buddies with them, helped them out. Had some good times traveling around doing that kind of stuff. Never had the opportunity to race. Was a multi-sport athlete growing up. Family didn't have money for it. Played college sports. Wasn't very good in college. Mediocre athlete. It's tough in college. So never had the opportunity to do this stuff till I became an adult, basically. So I got a late start, and that's where we ended up here. But some of the comments, I hear is like, hey, this guy doesn't win, doesn't do real well at times, those kinds of things. It's like, I think you're misunderstanding why I'm doing all this. Do I strive to do well? Yes. I strive to be competitive. Win is ultimately the goal. Do I think I can win? I think there's a point in time here as I get this car coming around that I could be a winner. The Sport Mod, we led some features with guys that were track champions, guys that have won the big shows. We won some races. Always were qualifying for a lot of the 50, 60 car shows, running top 10, 12. So, I think there's the experience there to be able to drive a car good enough to get competitive here. But this car isn't about coming right out of the bat here and winning. We got 3 nights on the thing. It's built from scratch. There's a power plant under the hood. There's a reason why it's under there. And it's just to see what we can do and try to change the sport a little bit. We're all stuck on these crate engines. I get to see a little more insight to the reliability side of things with them than some people do. And then there's the cost as well, and cost of repair. You got $1,800 in one of those things just to change a timing cover gasket or something like that. So, this car back here, we haven't even started racing it yet. We've just been doing, trying to find speed, consistency and speed. We're just starting to get there. We've been testing a different shock on it probably every night. Trying to get the balance where we want to be, getting the consistency there. And I think we just started to find that when we got into that pile up. And so we've got the car pretty much all back together. Had to redo half the rear clip in the back, fuel cell, right front suspension, all the bumpers, the whole rear deck. I could have had done it without some help of some friends, and so I'm greatly appreciative of those people. But again, I think they get it. My friends has also told me, is like, hey, you just being out there and just being semi-competitive with that thing would be a huge first year because of what we're doing. That's a $25,000 turnkey car behind me. It's not $80,000, and so it's one of those things. I don't have to go out and win the first 10 nights in that car to think that I've done something with it. I'm here for the guy that's chasing his dreams. I'm more of a builder. Building cars is what I like to do. Doing it myself. So that's kind of the objective is for me, with the resources I have. I just spent half my season tire budget putting this thing back together, so that just puts me in a bigger deficit. I just don't have those resources, which is fine. racing's expensive. I get that, and I'm not complaining about it. You know, the people that do help me get it. You know, my sponsors, 117. You know, they get it. That's why they're behind me. Is I'm trying to do something that's just not easy, and so, you know, it is what it is. But it really bugs me when people want to talk crap about somebody like me, and I'm just trying to chase my dreams, have a good time, be consistent, respect other people's equipment. You know, that could go around a little more, I think, sometimes. You know, I always want to be considered a clean racer. I've always raced people clean. I know when to back out, not push things, not pile stuff up, you know, and I take a lot of pride in that. And so that I hope the guys around me will, you know, race me the same way, but also want to race with me and race hard as well. Because, you know, that's what we all want to do, is race hard and in battle. I mean, to me, that's the fun part about racing, is battling. It's never going to be easy, and that's the fun of it. So, but you know, let's be realistic with the goals of this thing. You know, we're going to be around for a while. We're going to be doing this for a while. This isn't going to be my last car. I'm hoping the plans are to get to a point where I'm putting a few of these together for other people and get people with more talent than myself in them. You know, that's the ultimate goal. You know, I got to do some R&D here and get something close. And then I think we'll see some improvements here coming up in the next few weeks and see some better results. And I hope, you know, hopefully we can surprise some people with that. But, you know, let's be real here, guys. I'm doing this because I'm chasing a dream. That's what it is. So, you know, I appreciate everybody's support. Friends, family, everybody's been behind me. You know, everybody that follows my pages, who follows the builds. You know, there's a couple thousand people out there who have you know, kind of watched some stuff over at some point in time, followed my pages, Northern Racing Fabrication, you know, always been out there putting what I do out there, and you know, being bold with that. And, you know, hopefully people understand that this is a passion for me, and that it's just being there. This week, you know, we did this in 2 days. We turned this car around with half a rear clip on it, by myself, and then a help of a couple friends with the deck and the body and doing the right front for me, and forever grateful for them for taking time out of their racing schedule and away from their family to come help me. And you know, we're gonna get there.